With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना, हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार। आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble boom.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार। जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी। सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार। आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble, ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experience.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. हेलो 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 तो ऑडियो बंद करके करवाना. But much better batting performance so far from gets slightly up. It's an opportunity, and once again that has gone begging. It's time. This was the skipper Mudassir Nafees, who was looking to play that one on the offside, got it in the air, and the fielder running to his left tried to take it over his shoulders and couldn't do so in the end. But most importantly, they got that single they were after, and now it's Muneeb Javed back on strike, and we can expect him to do exactly what he did in the previous over from Amar Chawla, since he still has 4 more balls left to cause some more damage to save Pharma. Hits it up in the air. It's an opportunity for the fielder at long off, and taken this time by Bilal Arif. It's an extraordinary catch by the big man running to his left, and Muneeb Javed is absolutely gutted and disappointed. It was pitched up. He wanted to go over long off. Bilal Arif was standing there at the edge of the boundary ropes. He had to run to his left, which he did. And in the end, he was able to take a spectacular catch. Just could not hit it wide enough, but a brilliant running catch from Bilal Arif. And he knew it straight away because this was Muneeb Javed they wanted to get rid of so early. And after getting hit for few in the previous over, they have got rid of the big man. Muneeb Javed walking back after scoring 30 of just 12 deliveries. RAJBY have lost their first. They are 39 for 1. Might have faced a couple of dots, but as soon as Furkan Ahmed drifted one down the leg side, he was able to play that shot which he loves. Paddling it past that vacant fine leg region where there was absolutely no one. It was hit hard, it was hit in the gap, and that was a brilliant way. Danger and survived. Danger and survived. Well, if you talk about the situation at the points table, Medicam are sitting relaxed at the top and seems like they're going to finish at the top as well. Although they still have a match remaining against Alpha Labs that will be played on Saturday. Little Darling by Zubaidas, I believe, will finish at the second position because they have won 4 matches out of 5. Island currently sitting at number 3. Unfortunately, we were at the receiving end yesterday against Medicam. But it seems like they will also finish at number 3 after the end of the league stages. And the remaining matches will determine which side will finish at the 4th and the 5th position. It can be Safe Farm or RAJBY
Agency since 1992.
100% natural growth और प्रोफेशनल बियर्ड के लिए
It's 45 for 2. Shayan Arfin, the man dismissed, and the man who did the recovery job. Well, he wanted to get off the mark with a quick single. And well, he wanted to get off the mark with a quick single. And I don't think. So 3 wickets have gone down in quick succession now for RAJBY. First, we saw Munib Javed getting holed out in the deep, and then in this particular over from Bilal Arif, first he was able to get rid of Shayan Arfin, and then on the very next delivery, was out there, but since his departure, they've lost. Was out there, but since his departure, they've lost 3 wickets, and the run rate has dropped down as well. Let's get. Khalid Salim will continue with his second. His first over was a very economical one, and he'll make sure that he keeps Mudassir Nafees on strike. Now there is. Oh, almost got another one, because that ball wasn't far away from the off stump. Mudassir Nafees is just trying to give himself a bit of room and place everything on the offside. He was able to get a boundary of the very first ball, courtesy of that misfield by Hamza, I guess, who was standing at deep extra cover. But the next delivery was deep extra cover. But the next delivery was very close to the off stump, and he's. If a side lose 4 or 5 wickets very early, they always come back and still end up posting a decent total on the board. Ireland were able to do that. Wonderful catch to get rid of Hamza. Has been asked to bowl his off spinners, and he has been greeted with a wonderful sweep shot by Hassan Pai. It's not the first time we have seen that there hasn't been any fielder placed at fine leg region A lot of runs have been scored in that region. Not only he was able to wait for that delivery to come closer to his pads and bats, but he was able to paddle that one fine to get himself a boundary. A much needed one for RAJBY. Now he's running the first hard, but Gibran is in no mood of coming back for the second run. Well, he was batting at the top of the order, Gibran Said, usually at number 3 or number 4 in the previous few matches, but he was asked to wait tonight. Solid right-handed batter, Gibran. Can hit those big shots, can pick up those singles, but this pair, especially if we talk about Hassan and Gibran, is the most important one now for RAJBY. If they want to post a decent total, both these batters will have to get runs. Both these batters will have to make sure that they get a decent partnership for the 7th wicket. Otherwise, it's going to be a one-way traffic tonight. Very stylish player in either side of the wicket. Hassan Pai gets another easy single towards the offside. 7 runs coming in that over from Umar. After 12, RAJBY are 90 for 6.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार।
Almost carry to Khalid Salim. And have a look at the commitment being shown by each and every fielder as well as by the bowlers. One for 8 so far for Khalid Salim, and he almost got another one. And that would have been a big one of Hassan Pai. Now he plays that one up in the air. It's an opportunity for Furqan, and he doesn't make any mistake at long gone. Was there any need to play that sort of a stroke there from Hassan Pai? He was just given a life, you could say, on the previous delivery when the ball didn't carry to the bowler. And this time, he was looking to clear the fielder at long gone. There was not a lot of conviction or strength behind that stroke, and it went down to the throat at the fielder at long gone, where Furqan Ahmed was sitting relaxed, and he made no mistake whatsoever.
ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
The wicketkeeper batter Waqas Zafar comes in at number 9 now for RAJBY. Well, he's going to get off the mark with a single. And obviously they won't look to go for another one to risk another wicket at this stage for themselves. But this is something that can happen to a side when they are in a do-or-die situation. Not only they need to win this game, but they need to win this by a big margin. And in the process, although after getting a very decent start in the first 3 overs, now they find themselves at 91 for 7. Well, he got some hand to it, that fielder at point. Well, the other day, RAJBY, although they were able to score 160 odd, but they still were at the receiving end against Little Darling by Zubaydas because they lacked that firepower in their bowling attack. And if they don't go on to score a decent total on the board, I don't think they will have enough bowling resources to trouble Saif Farmer with it, knowing the fact that their top order are on in very decent form, especially if you talk about the way Umar Taslim has batted in the matches. And Khalid Salim has turned out to be a surprise package for them. He's into his 4th over, and have a look at those figures. 2 for 10. Any captain would take it. No matter what the situation of the game is, or no matter what the stage the tournament is on. Waqas will just get a single towards long gone. So 2 for 11 is what Khalid Salim is going to finish at today. After 13, they are 93 for 7, RAJBY.
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart.
He's got a couple of wickets up till now, including that big one of Muneeb Javed. Flicks that one towards the leg side. Waqas Zafar will just get a single towards deep mid wicket. He can use that long handle, Waqas Zafar. But while doing that, he usually prefers going towards mid wicket and long on region. But they still have almost 7 overs remaining and with just 3 wickets left, so you might not see big shots coming in for the next 3 or 4 overs at least. Well, remember, they still have the batting power play up their sleeves. The couple of overs where just 2 fielders are allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Now he has placed that one well in front of square. Saiful Naseem won't be able to get near to it as Gibran gets his first boundary. I just get the feeling Gibran Said knew that Saif was standing at extra cover, so he played that one really early, well in front of square, and Saif unfortunately did not bother diving for it, and as a result of it they got a boundary. Still need to keep things tight, Saif Farmer. Anything can still happen in the next 6 or 7 overs. A good partnership of 30 or 40 runs can still bring RAJBY back into the contest. Some might argue that the pitch is not that easy to bat on here today, but we saw how easily Muneeb Javed was hitting those boundaries. Slightly uppish, once again gets it through the fielder. He'll get another boundary now, Gibran. And that 4 will bring up 100 for RAJBY. It was slightly uppish and it wasn't that far away from that fielder at point. But he was able to time it nicely and just got it through that fielder on the offside. He's running the first one hard, but I don't think they will take on the arm of Bilal Arif, who was running in from deep mid wicket. We have already seen their main batter Sheikh Hanas getting run out earlier in this innings. Can't afford to lose another one in that fashion. But they're still getting constant support from their dugout. They still believe that they can post 150 or 160 from here on. All they need is a decent partnership right now between these two batters. Well, it definitely hit the pads, but before that it hit the bat. And that's why there was no interest being shown by the umpire. 14 done, it's 104 for 7.
Stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since 1992.
मेरी बियर्ड मेरा स्टाइल, मेरा बियर ऑयल, प्रोफेशनल बियर ऑयल, एसएससी प्रोफेशनल बियर ऑयल एंड मुस्टैच ऑयल.
Opted for the batting power play, so for the next couple of overs, just two fielders will be allowed outside, and I'm pretty sure the fielding captain will look to change the bowler. Well, obviously they were supposed to do, because it was Khalid Salim who was bowling from this end, and now he's done with his spell. He got 2 wickets tonight, and seems like Umar Taslim will be bowling the first of the 2 overs of the power play. Gibran will be on strike, and you can expect some big shots from the big man. That's why they have straight away taken the fielder at long on and long off. Abdul Samad Chawla patrolling the long off region, and Furqan Ahmed at long on, who was already taken a catch to get rid of Hassan Pai. So no fielders in the deep on either side of the wicket. Square leg and mid wicket in place. 4 fielders on the off side, including the fielder at backward point, and no fine leg in place. Well, somehow he is able to get the bottom edge to it. It's not going to go all the way for 4. The fielder is after it. Good sliding effort, but Gibran will get a couple. Well, this is what Umar Taslim will look to do a lot more. He'll bowl slower through the air, and he'll keep it outside the off stump. So if the batters are going to look to hit big shots on the leg side, they will have to drag that ball from outside the off stump to over mid wicket or square leg if they are good enough. He bowls more round armish, Umar Taslim, and he's trying to slower the pace. It was a quick one, but it just goes over mid wicket. For Khan Ahmed running in will just be a single to Gibran. And since it's the left-hander Waqas Zafar who comes in, we're now going to witness Anas Iqbal being sent to deep mid wicket. Mid off comes up, long on stays at the boundary ropes. Pretty sure Umar Taslim will look to change his angle. He will look to come around the wicket so that he can turn the ball away from Waqas Zafar. Always thinking, no matter when he's fielding or when he's bowling, Umar Taslim placing his fielders at the perfect region so that he cannot get hit for runs. Misfield, but it will be just a run for Waqas Zafar. Can't really say it has been 100% perfect fielding efforts from Saif Farmer tonight, but We have seen some catches being put down. We have seen some easy runs, some easy boundaries being gifted to the batting team, but still they are, you could say, in a very decent position in this match. All they need is to pick up the remaining 3 wickets so that they will be chasing a small total tonight. Now mid-wicket goes back to Gibran as well. Mid-off comes up. Long on is still at the boundary ropes. Gets it over square leg. Gibran, he'll get a boundary. He was after. Umar Taslim just dropped it slightly shorter, and there was absolutely no pace on that delivery, so he waited for that one, got on the back foot and just pulled that one over square leg. Good thinking from Gibran. He quickly transferred his weight on the back foot so that he could open up that leg side, and he was able to do that successfully. A quicker delivery will just get a single to the right-hander, but a pretty decent over comes to an end for the batting team. 9 runs coming in the first over of the power play. After 15, they are 113 for 7.
Professional series.
It's going to be the off spinner for Khan Ahmed. Do not just bowl the last over of the batting power play, but it's also going to be his last over of the night. 2 for 25 for the big man so far. And he starts off with a wide one. Gets a thick edge. Third man was pretty square. It's not going to run away for 4. It will be at least a couple of runs for Gibran. Well, they'll get all the runs where they come from at this stage, Rajby, no matter if it's off the outside edge or an inside edge, or even if it comes from the middle. They need runs, and that's what it is important for the boys in red. Better effort from Saif on that occasion. Just falling to his left, but ensuring that he doesn't allow the ball to go past him. Now that has gone up. It's an opportunity. Couple of fielders getting close. This time it's Umar Taslim who takes one. Well, there were 2 fielders who were getting very close to take that catch. Initially, it was Khalid Salim who was getting into the position, but then he heard that call, the big sound from Umar Taslim that it's mine. And then we saw Khalid Salim just getting out of the way, and Umar Taslim getting another one. It was a wide-ish delivery. He could have easily let that go to the keeper, would have been given as a wide. Instead, he wanted to go over long off or over extra cover maybe, couldn't do so. And Umar Taslim knew how big a wicket that was, because Gibran Saeed could have done some damage towards the end, but he is now departing. He walks back after scoring 21. Rajby are in a deep, deep hole. They are 116 for 8. So it's 116 for 8. Hasham, another left-hander, walks in for RAJBY. Furkan has just got his third wicket of the night. Well, not just Saif Farmer, but even Daily Boys will be very interested in the outcome of the game today. They would obviously want Saif Farmer to win this match against RAJBY, so that Saif Farmer will be finishing at number 3, Island at number 4, and Daily Boys will be the 5th team that will get to play Island in the first eliminator. And that's why you could see Iftikhar Ahmed and Farhan Taslim who are out there in this ground. It's another opportunity. Oh, it's put down. Well, Furkan could have got his 4th of the night had that catch been taken by the fielder at short third, but unfortunately just couldn't judge it in the end. But still a very decent over comes to an end from the off spinner. The batting power play is done. It's 117 for 8 after 16 overs. That was a drop catch. It was short, it was wide. Hasham wanted to thrash that one on the offside, got a thick edge, and then it wasn't carried. It wasn't taken easily by the fielder at short third. Still 24 balls left for RAJBY, so run a ball from here on will get them to 142. Starts off horribly outside the yellow stump. It can be given as a wide or a no ball as well, but the umpire gave that as a wide and they ran one more. So a couple of more runs will be added to the total of RAJBY. Waqar Zafar is now the man on strike. He can hit those big shots. We have seen him doing that in the past. But does he have that confidence? Sometimes it becomes very difficult for the lower order batters to decide when to go big and when to defend and when to pick up singles, because you don't have that much batters remaining right now. Fires that one quicker, but it was well gathered by Anas Sabir behind the stumps. Another misfield by the fielder at backward point will bring another couple of runs to Waqar Zafar and RAJBY. Now remember, the last match of the league stages will be played tomorrow between Alpha Labs and Medicam, which will be the last match of the two respective teams. And if Alpha Labs go on to win that match by a big margin, then you can expect things to be even more interesting in the points table. But for that to happen, Alpha Labs will have to win that game, and they will have to win that by a very big margin because their net run rate is negative 0.5, almost 0.6, even worse than of RAJBY. So if they go on to win the next match, the match that will be played tomorrow between them and Medicam by a decent margin, they can also finish at number 5th. Lots of ifs and buts are still possible if we talk about the team standings after the end of the league stages. Hasn't got a wicket today, but he has been very good in the outfield. It's an opportunity for Umar Taslim to finally get his first, and he won't be able to get it because another catch has been spilled, this time by the fielder at short mid-wicket. Had RAJBY would have been in very decent position with the bat, these drop catches would have hurt, say, Farmer, but that won't happen since RAJBY are 124 for 8. 17 done, and 124 for 8 it is for the batting team. So 3 more overs left now for RAJBY. They can still go past 150 if they can have decent last 3 overs. Now, they think the ball did make contact with the bat or the pads. That's why the wicketkeeper straight away went up. But the umpire had already decided that it was a wide down the leg side. Bilal Arif, who's still got a couple of overs, including this one, so I'm pretty sure he'll be bowling the last over of the innings as well, and he's got the opportunity of getting at least a wicket here for him. Backs away, gets it towards extra cover. It's a shy at the stumps, but just couldn't hit it directly. Umar Taslim. He's having an excellent time out there in the field. Umar Taslim might not have got a wicket today, but he has taken a couple of really good catches. Almost got a wicket at the last ball of his spell when we saw another catch being spilled by the fielder at short mid wicket. Otherwise, things would have been different for him as well as for RAJBY. Slightly uppish opportunity for Hamad Chawla, and it's a good running catch. He gets another one, does Bilal Arif. It was timed sweetly this time by the left-hander Hasham, but he just couldn't hit it wider of that fielder at long off. It was coming around the wicket. He created a bit of room for himself. Flat batted that one. Hamad Chawla was out there at long off. Just have to take a step or two to his right, which he was able to do. And he took a good running catch in the end. Another wicket to fall for RAJBY. They have now lost their 9th. They have 125 for 9. So 3 wickets for Furqan Ahmed and now 3 wickets for Bilal Arif. Furqan is done with his spell, but Bilal still has an over and a half remaining, so you can expect him to get one more. Haris is the last man in for RAJBY. And he gets his wicket. First ball dug for Haris as Bilal Arif finishes the innings and gets his 4th of the night. Perfect bowling to a tail-ender. Full and straight. Haris missed and he was able to get the off stump. So they couldn't even bat their full 20 overs tonight, RAJBY, and they have been bundled out for just 125. A brilliant bowling effort for Saif Farmer. They won the toss. They opted to bowl first. And although we did see a few dropped catches, but in the end they were able to bundle out the opposition on just a mere total of 125, and they have made things even more difficult for the batting team to qualify for the knockouts.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble boom.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se,
So very small and a brief total. So very small and a brief total of 126 is what Naeem and Saiful and Naseem have come out to open the innings. Naeem and Saiful and Naseem have come out to open the innings for Safe Farmer. Well, they've got a wonderful opportunity not to just chase down this target, but they can chase it down in very short amount of time, so that they can further improve their net run rate. Safe Farmer. Takes a quick single and gets off the mark. We were just mentioning that brilliant knock that he was able to play against Surati Perfumes, and in that knock there were a lot of these similar strokes where he was able to get the ball behind square on the offside. This time he was able to get it over cover and made sure that he ends the over with the boundary. So first over done, Safe Farmer a 10 for no loss. So remember, the first 4 overs are the mandatory power play for the batting team. Safe Farmer got 1 boundary in the opening over that came from the bat of the right-hander. Slightly uppish, but didn't carry to Sheikh Anas at extra cover. Munib Javed taking on the new ball from the other end. Well, we saw Furqan Ahmed getting 3 wickets tonight, so you can expect the off spinner to do some damage. Munib Javed, but he will be needing some support from the fielders as well. Mudassir Nafees himself is standing in the first slip, so that if Munib Javed can turn the ball away from the left-hander, that field in the slip corner will come into play. But a low full toss has been driven nicely past the fielder at deep X long off. Daniel Tariq with a diving effort was able to stop the ball. Couple of runs taken by Saif. Loves getting on the front foot and playing it with a straighter bat. Saif. Not a quick runner between the wickets, so you can expect the fielders to be throwing at his end whenever he'll be looking to pick up a single or two. Long off goes back. Mid-on comes in. Spinners will have to play a crucial role for RAJBY. Talking about Munib Javed as well as Daniel Tariq. whom I'm pretty sure will be introduced very early tonight. Lovely delivery. Squared him up completely. He was playing for the turn into his pads, but the ball might have just straightened after pitching. This looks even close and the finger goes up. Khalid Salim looks absolutely surprised. He thought there was bat or glove involved, but the umpire had already made his decision. It was almost a similar delivery where he got beaten a couple of balls back. Munib Javed once again making sure that he bowls it straighter. And the ball might have hit his arm. That's why he was not even interested in looking at the umpire, but the umpire raised his finger, and that means Khalid Salim will be walking back. They needed a wicket early, they've got one. He looks surprised, dejected and angry at the same time. But meanwhile, 2 overs are now done. Say Farmer are 13 for 1. So 13 for 1 in the first couple of overs. Power play, the first power play is still in progress, and Daniel Tariq has now been introduced. Well, we expected him to come on to bowl very early in this innings tonight for us because they don't have enough runs to play with. Just 125 is what they are defending. Pitches that one up, gets it straight past the fielder at mid-off. He's going to get a boundary now. Well, the invitation was there to go for a big stroke for Saifullah. And not a lot of batters in Delhi Saudagran community plays strokes with a straighter bat at the start of the innings. Saifullah Naseem is a master in doing that. We saw him getting a couple of singles towards long off in the previous over, but this time it was pitched up. There was not a lot of pace and the mid-off was up, so he was able to get it over his head. He gets another one. This time he'll get a better result, a 6 for the left-hander. Daniel Tariq once again pitching it up, but when you're bowling at that pace and you're looking to bowl that full, you got to have both the fielders at long on and long off. Mid-off was up, so it was a risk-free stroke for Saif. He was able to time it even better than what he did in the previous occasion and was able to get a half a dozen for himself. Sweeps it, put down by fielder square leg. Well, when you're defending a low total, you need to convert those half chances into full. You need some luck to go in your favor as well. Had that been taken, I'm pretty sure RAJBY would have been right back in the contest because Saifullah Naseem has this habit of playing a longer innings, but he survives. We saw a lot of catches being put down in the first innings, and this was the first that was put down by the fielder. I guess it was Sohail Fazal at backward square leg. One more reason why Daniel Tariq has been asked to bowl in the power play is because their main batter, Umar Taslim, has come in. Gets a thick edge, but Mudassir Nafiz is that short third man. Will get off the mark with a single. Tucked away towards the vacant deep mid-wicket region. Will get a single and will retain the strike. Saifullah Naseem. 3 overs done. It's 26 for 1.
Leading travel agency since 1992.
मेरी बियर्ड मेरा स्टाइल, मेरा बियर ऑयल प्रोफेशनल बियर ऑयल, एसएससी प्रोफेशनल बियर ऑयल एंड मुस्टैच ऑयल. अब ये ऐप डाउनलोड करो या वेबसाइट खोलो. Grow it. Be a man. Professional.
Both ends for RAJBY. Daniel Tariq from the other, and now Munib Javed into his second. Nicely struck on the offside. Not going to go all the way for 6, but it's going to be a boundary nevertheless. In fact, that has gone all the way for 6. Well, the umpire just correcting his decision towards the end. It was short, it was wide. He had all the room that he could have worked with, and he was able to do that comfortably. Saifullah Naseem. Boundary at the start of the over always puts so much pressure on the bowler. Well, this is what he needs to do a lot more. Munib Javed just tried to bowl full and straight. That's how he was able to get Khalid Salim out in the previous over, although it was a very dodgy decision because you could clearly see in the replay the ball might have hit his elbow and not the pads. Shot again. Got his hand to it. Shayan Arfin. Yeah. In fact, it's Jibran Saeed who is after the ball. Sheikh Anas will get there first, but not before Saifullah Naseem will return for a couple of runs. So far, he has liked and preferred the ball turning away from himself. Batting at a decent strike rate. He has already got a couple of boundaries and a maximum so far. Now he goes over extra cover. This might be his second 6 of the night, and it is. Crashing onto the fence over extra cover. Well, he's getting a treatment of his own medicine now, Munib Javed. This is what he did at the start of the previous innings, where he was able to hit a couple of 6s and a max boundary while opening the innings, and now Saifullah Naseem is looking to do exactly the same against him. "12 of the over with a couple of balls left. Don't have a lot of runs to play with RAJBY. Have a look at the run rate already exceeding 10. And have a look at the required run rate already under a run a ball for the batting team. And this will reduce even further if we are going to see boundaries from Umar Taslim's bat as well. There are more chances of both these batters opting for the batting power play as well as soon as this over comes to an end. Hits it straight back to the bowler. A dot delivery to end the over, but still 13 runs coming off it. After 4, they are 39 for 1. Well, they haven't really gone for the batting power play as of yet, say Farmer. One can argue that when you've got two of the main batters out there in the middle and you don't have enough runs to be chased down, you can easily go for the power play and you can further derail the opposition, but they have decided to hold back their power play, which they will obviously look to take once Umar Taslim gets settled. Gets a good chunk of willow behind that, and he has been able to deposit that one over long gone. Has been just out there for a couple of balls, Umar Taslim, and it's never easy to hit the ball against the turns, knowing the fact that Daniel Tariq does turn the ball away from the right-handers, but he was still able to get a lot of bat behind it and was able to deposit that one well over long gone fielder. Well, he wanted to go for another big shot. This time the wicketkeeper has started to celebrate and the bowler as well. Umar Taslim is not leaving his crease. The bowler still arguing that there might have been an inside edge, but Umar Taslim thinks he was safe. Well, they know how big a wicket that is, and they want to get rid of him as early as possible if they want to come back in this match. Never easy for the on-field umpire to judge, especially when it's a case of an inside edge. He goes again, hits it even flatter, sweeter and longer. The ball has crashed onto the roof and that has landed outside the ground. Well, this is how Umar Taslim replies if an appeal has been made against him. Previous delivery he was beaten. And on the very next ball, the ball that was pitched up, look at how flat he was able to hit it. Showing no respect whatsoever to Daniel Tariq. Hitting it straight and hitting it over the boundary ropes. 50 also comes up for Saif Farmer. Yeah, 52 for 1. Couple of balls still left in the fifth over. They're also making a very strong case of not just winning this match tonight, but also improving their net run rate so that they can finish at number 3 tonight. Obviously, a lot of shuffling can still take place after the outcome of the game tomorrow that will be played between Medicam and Alpha Labs. Remember, Alpha Labs not only need to win that match, but they also will have to win that by a big margin so that they can finish at number 5. So Daily Boys will not only be interested in the outcome of the match today, but they will be also looking at tomorrow's match very closely. They would obviously want Medicam to continue their winning streak and remain unbeaten in the league stages so that they can be the 5th team to qualify for the knockout stages, but a lot can still happen. So we'll have to wait for the next couple of days to find out which 5 teams will be proceeding to the next round. Obviously, if RAJBY go on to lose this one, which is highly likely, they will be out. Mektam Pharma, SAC and Surati Perfumes have already been eliminated. Well, since that ball went outside the ground, so the umpire asked for a newer one. And I just get the feeling that phase of the innings is not far away where both these batters will decide to go for the power play. Obviously, both these batters love to hit boundaries, especially Umar Taslim, and the way he has been able to hit a couple of sixes in this over, he must be getting a little itchy. Comes down the pitch, will be stumped. A lot has happened in this over from Daniel Tariq. A delivery that went for a six, and then on a very next delivery, he was able to beat Umar Taslim. There was an appeal made. Umar Taslim then replied with a strong hit straight back over the bowler's head, and of the very next ball, he charged down the pitch and was beaten in the flight. He could smile about it, but he has now been dismissed courtesy of beautiful delivery from Daniel. He gets his word. Saif Farmer lose their second. They are 52 for 2.
Series.
Promotion of the order for Anas Saber. In fact, Anas Iqbal, who walks in at number 4. Bit of a misfield by the bowler himself in his follow through. That will allow him to get off the mark with a single towards long gone. Couple of sixes and a wicket in that over from Daniel Tariq. 5 done. Saif Farmer are 53 for 2. So 53 for 2 after 5 overs. Munib Javed has been taken off. Mudassir Nafiz, the skipper, has brought himself on. Can't expect the scoring rate to go down a bit because Umar Taslim has been dismissed and Anas Iqbal usually takes some time before he gets settled, and he has been batting lower down the order, so he has been playing as a finisher for Saif Farmer, but now batting in the middle order, so not only he needs to stay out there, but they'll have to make sure that they chase out the remaining runs with ease. Remember, they still have the batting power play up their sleeves, which they can take at any stage. They'll be hoping that they do not lose further wickets and they can stitch a partnership of 30 or 40 runs from here on. They've got a fielder at short mid-wicket, very close and very straight to the playing turf. No one at short extra cover though. Well, Daniel Tariq has bowled a couple of overs, so not sure whether they'll be looking to save his next couple of overs or he'll bowl out. They've got Abdullah as well, the young leg spinner. Jabran has just bowled 1 over up till now. So the bowling reserves aren't that threatening, apart from an option or two, if we talk about RAJBY. Slightly short. He has been able to get that on the offside. Daniel Tariq running to his right does an excellent job. It'll be a couple of runs for the big left-hander. Well, I'm pretty sure it will be given as a wide down the leg side by the on-field umpire, so they'll get 2 more runs added to their total. At this stage, RAJBY were 49 for 3. And if you talk about safe farmer, they're in a much better position considering the fact that they don't have that many runs to chase down. 7 done, they are 59 for 2. Still looking for more wickets, RAJBY. That's why Daniel Tariq has stayed on. He'll be bowling his 3rd over now. Has been a touch expensive so far in his first couple of overs, but that happened when he was up against Umar Taslim and Saifullah Naseem. He was able to get rid of Umar Taslim, and he'll hope that he can get a wicket or 2 in his next couple of overs. Hits it really hard, gets it in the gap. Munib Javed won't be able to stop this one. Well, he was in two minds whether he should dive for it or should look to stop that with his left foot. He chose the latter option, but unfortunately couldn't save the boundary for his team. It was hit really hard from Anas Iqbal. He's a very strong player off the back foot. And there you see, initially he was deciding to bend, but then just couldn't stop it. Fielders up close will have a very important role, not only to prevent the singles, but if a catch comes in. They have dropped one down early, Saiful and Naseem. Talking about Saiful and Naseem, well, he has been off strike for the previous couple of overs, so as if he's getting to face his first delivery after 13 balls. So he's seen all the action from the other end. Didn't get strike in the previous over of Dani Al-Tariq, then he didn't get strike in the previous over of Mudassir Nafees either. In fact, he got a boundary. And now he's up against the leg spinner. Well, one thing is for sure, whenever he plays the ball deep on the offside or even straight, he will just look for that single. He won't be interested in coming back for the second run. And having a look at the situation of the game, they don't really find it that urgent. They won't go for a quick single since they know that Saiful and Naseem at the other end. Better over this time from Daniel, just 6 runs off it after 7. Saif Farmer 65 for 2. "65 for 2, scoring at more than 9 and over and sitting very relaxed at this stage, Saif Farmer. But things can change, things can take a dramatic turn if RAJBY can pick up a wicket or two. It's not going to go all the way for 4, but at least a couple of runs are on offer for Saiful and Naseem. Just get the feeling it's going to be much better if Mudassir Nafees can come around the wicket to the left hand, and I think he has decided to do that now. He can get the ball to turn, but for that to happen and for that to be effective, he'll have to make sure that he bowls at the off stump at least and look to make the batter drive outside the off stump. Dropping it that short won't work. Just 57 is what they need to get right now, Saif Farmer, with a lot of time remaining and still 8 wickets in hand. RAJBY will be expecting their bowlers to bowl few quiet overs where they don't get hit for more than 5 or 6. And in the process, if they can get a wicket or two as well, so they can stretch this game towards the 19th or the 20th over. Otherwise, Safe Farmer will obviously look to chase this down within 15 or 16. He bowled one down the leg side and has now kept one well outside the off stumps. A couple of wides in this over from the captain. He's a much improved bowler, Mudassir Nafees. Hardly used to bowl a couple of seasons back, but now he's got much more control over his line and length. Can turn the ball away as well from the left-hander, if obviously the pitch has some assistance. And that's why you could see that the batters are just showing a bit of respect to Mudassir Nafees and not going that hard against him. But now it's been given as a no ball from the on-field umpire. Might have overstepped. So that means Anas Iqbal has got the license to open up his shoulders and go big on either side of the wicket. The field will change obviously since the batters crossed. They've got two fielders deep on the onside, one on the offside, long on and long off, both back. He goes over mid-wicket and he gets perfect connection, does Anas Iqbal, as he lands one over mid-wicket fence for a maximum. Well, he tried to bowl it slightly quicker, just clearing his front leg out of the way and hitting it powerfully over the leg side, making full use of that free hit. Obviously, Mudassir Nafees won't be happy with that effort. First to bowl a no ball, being a spinner, and then to be hit for a 6 of the free hit. And the very next delivery, well, he could have hit that one towards the vacant fine leg region, but just hit it to a square leg where he'll just get a single. But they got the runs they were looking for. 8 done. Safe Farmer are 80 for 2. Another change in the bowling attack. Daniel Tariq has been taken off. He's being replaced by another leg spinner, Abdullah. Drives it hard, drives it straight, but nicely struck by Daniel Tariq. Made that one look very easy. Otherwise, if there would have been any other fielder, it would have been a boundary, an easy boundary for Anas, because that is how well he was able to time that. Just 45 runs more needed for the boys in purple. Oh, it doesn't carry to the bowler. He has this tendency of just falling slightly when he's looking to hit it straight down the ground towards long on or long off. Much more comfortable off the back foot. Shy at the stumps, his bat dropped, but the ball didn't hit the stumps. Otherwise, that would have been curtains for Saifullah Naseem. The fielder did the right thing. I think it was Hasham who knew that Saiful and Naseem will be running at the non-strikers, and he stayed on the back foot while placing the ball on the offside, so he had an extra step to run. And if that ball would have hit the stumps, he would have kept on running, but this time towards the dugout. Hits it nicely, hits it cleanly, gets it in the gap, a very small gap, and he'll get a boundary, does Anas. Well, that mid-wicket fielder was almost at the cow corner position, and they already had that fielder at long on, so there was not a big gap available between those two fielders. But have a look at how hard he hit that one. Both the fielders are on the screen, but neither of them could pull the ball back. Mid-wicket fielder tried his best, but it was Anas Iqbal who got a boundary. And Saif Farmer will get one more courtesy of another wide outside the off stump. So the bowling efforts from RAJBY, especially if you talk about their last couple of matches, haven't really been up to the mark. Little Darling by Zubaydas were able to chase down 160 odd within 15 overs. And even today, the batting team are going at over 10 runs an over, which makes you believe that they will be able to chase down the target within 15 or 16 overs as well, Saif Farmer. I'm afraid it's going to be a painful exit for RAJBY if they don't defend these runs. They lost their first match, but played beautifully in their next couple of matches, especially against Daily Boys and Island. And in both those matches, it was Muneeb Javed who was the difference, as he was able to get runs at the top of the order. And then the bowlers did their part in the second innings. Guiding it towards the vacant third man region, Saiful Naseem will get another boundary for himself. It's all turning out to be too easy now for Saif Farmer. Expensive start this from the leg spinner. A boundary to Anas Iqbal, and now another one for the left-hander. Just using the pace and opening the face of the bat at the last moment to run it down towards third man. 9 done, Saif Farmer. Meanwhile, a 93 for 2. The captain will keep himself on with Asrin Nafiz into his third over now. Just 32 runs is what Saif Farmer are after now. Decent partnership between Anas Iqbal and Saifullah, who is out there since the start of these innings, and now he has notched up 44 runs with the bat. Has an opportunity to bring up another half century for himself in this tournament. Did it in their very first match against Harati, and he's got an opportunity to do that again against RAJBY. Although he has been able to place that one in the gap, but he'll just go for a single. In fact, he's not even looking to run. He's just walking down the pitch. That's how easy the equation has become for the batting team. But you can expect Anas Iqbal to be the aggressor now in this partnership, and with not many runs to get, you might see him looking for those big shots, boundaries or maximums. And obviously they will get some help from the bowlers as well, who have been slightly down the leg side or well outside the off stump. We saw the captain bowling a couple of them in the previous over, and he has bowled one more outside the off stump. Well, RAJBY, who showed a lot of promise in the first half of the tournament, unfortunately will be at the receiving end and will bow out of this DSPL Season 7. Once they lose this match here tonight. Obviously, they were expecting a much better performance from their batters. Muneeb Javed, well, you can't really expect one man to do all the runs in each and every game. Other batters could have stepped up. We didn't see that happening. As a result of which they were just able to score 125, which was obviously not going to be enough for a quality side like, say, Farmer. Hasn't been his day with the bat or with the ball tonight, Mudassir Nafees. Usually he's much more economical than what he has been here tonight. What are the other bowling options that he can utilize from the other end? Is it going to be the leg spinner Abdullah again? Will they look to bring back Gibran or Daniel Tariq back? He'll have to make some decisions. Single taken of the last ball. 10 overs are up. So is the 100 for Saif Farmer. With the batting team just now needing 26 more runs to win, they are 100 for 2 after 10 overs.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार जब घर आया है घर का स्टार चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी हर चीज को खूब परखना हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे मदर केयर योर बेबी
So the question has been answered. It's going to be the leg spinner Abdullah to continue from the far end. They've gone for the batting power play now. Saif Farmer. You could see just two fielders outside the inner ring going for a quick single. Once again targeting Saifullah Naseem. But the throw was not a good one. The bowler himself went for the throw but couldn't hit the stumps at the striker's end. The field will obviously change for the left-hander now. Since Saifullah Naseem is at strike. Deep mid wicket goes back. Mid-on is still up. Long off is back. Well, he wanted to go straight. He has got that one behind square. A bit of a misfield there from Sohail Fazal as Saif will get a boundary. A fortunate one. But that will be enough to take the left-hander past his half-century. Well, you could clearly see that he'll be looking to go towards long gone with the ball turning into him. Getting inside half of the bat, the ball just bouncing in front of that fielder at backward square leg and then bursting through his hands and ending up past the boundary ropes. 50 of the highest quality from the left-hander. Obviously, he didn't have a lot of pressure on him when he came on to bat with just 126 to get. But he's got those runs and he has got that at his decent strike rate. Almost lost his wicket of the very next ball, but the batting team will get 4 byes. Just couldn't get to the pitch of the ball. Didn't use his feet much. Was relying on that hand-eye coordination, and that's why there was a big gap available between the bat and the pads. The ball turning him, missing the stumps, missing the wicket-keeper gloves, and ending up past the boundary ropes towards spine leg. So with the batting team have taken the power play, you can expect the match to go over and get done and dusted very early. Slightly short, hits it straight, hits it flat, and it's going to crash on the base of the side screen. Easy pickings for the left-hander. It was short, there was not a lot of turn available. Flat bats it. Daniel Tariq knew it. He was standing there at long off, but he knew he was well far away from the ball and did not even bother getting anywhere closer to it. He will change his angle. He'll try something different now by coming around the wicket. Abdullah bowls a quicker one. It's up in the air. It's in the gap. Well, it's not going to run away for 4. The ball just holding up in the ground towards long on region. And Saifullah will just get a single. So 11 overs are now done. Saif Farmer just 10 runs away are 116 for 2. So with just 10 more runs to win, seems like it's the captain who will bowl out, and this can well and truly be the last over of the match as well, since the batting power play is in play and only 2 fielders are allowed outside. Saifullah Naseem has already gone past his half-century. He has gone up, and it's going to be put down by Abdullah at long on, but Saif will just get a single, although if he would have pushed hard, could have come back for the second. But I think he has been generous enough to give the strike back to Anas Iqbal, who can hit the winning runs. Just 9 more to get, 5 more balls left in the power play. Obviously, it's not the end of their innings. They will still have 8 more overs after this one, but ideally they would love to finish the game within the next 5 deliveries. Hits it really hard. But they had Daniel Tariq down there at long on, who is very hard to beat. Oh, it's a quality stroke. It was a quicker one attempted by the captain, but it was onto the leg stump. And we have seen how many runs he has been able to score on that region tonight, Saifullah Naseem. It was another that sort of a stroke that he can even hit that while he's sleeping. Pitched up on the leg stump, just picking that one over backward square leg and getting another boundary. So just one hit away now, Saif Farmer, from wrapping up this game and sending back RAJBY back to their homes. He hits it over extra cover, and that's going to be it. Couple of boundaries towards the end for Saifullah Naseem, as he not only gets an unbeaten 66 tonight, but he also helps his team go over the line and winning this game comfortably by 8 wickets with more than 8 overs to spare. So that's a commanding victory, a dominating performance from the boys in purple, as they have confirmed their third spot in the league stages and at the points table, and RAJBY will be obviously heading back home after this match tonight. So they will have no further role to play in DSPL Season 7, as they have been bowed out of the tournament. And Saif Farmer, well, they have shown how good a side they are, especially when their batting clicks. So 126 was the target. Khalid Salim came out to open the innings alongside Saifullah. Khalid was the first man to be dismissed when he was out leg before the bowling of Munib Javed. Saifullah Naseem stayed out there till the end, scoring 66 runs. As far as the bowling is concerned, just a couple of wickets falling. Munib Javed getting one and Daniel Tariq getting the other. And no other bowler could taste any success here tonight. So 11.04 overs is what they needed to chase down 126 today. Remember, they were able to bowl out RAJBY for 125, where Bilal Arif was the chief destroyer, picking up 4 wickets, and Furqan getting 3. Khalid Salim himself getting a couple of wickets, and in the end chasing down the target with more than 8 overs to spare and winning this game comfortably by 8 wickets tonight, Saif Farmer.
Delicious meals start with smart.
thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since
All right, it's time for the post-match presentation ceremony of the second last match of the league stages here at DSPL Season 7, where RAJBY were up against Safe Farmer. RAJBY were bundled out for 125, and Safe Farmer were able to win this game comfortably by 8 wickets. I've got Mudassir Nafiz, the captain of RAJBY, with me. Mudassir bhai, first half of the tournament आपके फेवर में गया, लेकिन second half of the tournament unfortunately आप 2 मैचेस नहीं जीत सके और अब एक सैड एग्जिट होगा आपकी टीम का.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. ऐसे ही है जिशान. स्टार्ट में हमने दूसरा तीसरा मैच बहुत अच्छा खेला था. बीच में गैप भी आ गया, कुछ मोमेंटम भी थोड़ा लूज़ हो गया, प्रैक्टिस में भी नहीं थे लोग, तो बस कैरी नहीं कर सके. बैटिंग लाइनअप जो है ना वो कोलैप्स हुई लास्ट मैच में भी, इस मैच में भी ज़्यादा टारगेट स्कोर नहीं लगा सके. बट हेड्स ऑफ टू देयर बॉलर्स, उन्होंने जगह पे बॉल किया, हमारे अच्छे बैट्समैन को खेलने नहीं दिया, स्कोर लगाने भी नहीं दिया, और जिस तरह से उन्होंने फिर बाद में बैट किया है. असल बात यह है कि पार्टनरशिप जिस तरह से कैरी करते हैं आप, तो मैच को लंबा करते हैं. दैट वाज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन अस एंड देम.
तमाम टीम्स को अगर हम देखें तो हर टीम में कोई ना कोई ऐसे यंगस्टर्स हमको इस टूर्नामेंट में खास तौर पे देखने को मिला. आपके पास भी काफ़ी ऐसे ब्राइट प्रोस्पेक्ट्स हैं जिन्होंने पिछले मैच में आपकी अच्छी बैटिंग की. शेख अनस हो गया या जिस तरह हसन पाई ने बैटिंग की, तो उनके बारे में क्या कहेंगे?
ऐसा ही है, बल्कि हमारी टीम को तो मशहूर ही हम इस बात पे हैं कि नए नए प्लेयर्स जो है ना वो नज़र आते हैं और फिर बाकी टीम्स ले जाती हैं. बहरहाल हम चांस देने को कोशिश करते हैं कि यार जो भी नया प्लेयर है, जो नए बच्चे हैं वो आएँ खेलें. और DSPL और DCCL दोनों की ये ब्यूटी है कि यार नए नए बच्चे आ रहे हैं, खेल रहे हैं और वक्त ज़ाया नहीं कर रहे अपना. एटलीस्ट एक अच्छी एक्टिविटी के अंदर इन्वॉल्व हैं, यहाँ खेलेंगे, आगे जाने का चांसेस होते हैं, एक मोमेंटम बनता रहता है. हसन भाई ने पूरा टूर्नामेंट में बहुत जहाँ उसको चांस मिला बैटिंग का, हमने एज अ बॉलर लिया था उसको, बट जहाँ उसने एज अ बैटर उसको चांस मिला उसने परफॉर्म किया. शेख अनस अगेन वो रिटेंशन प्लेयर था, हमें एक्सपेक्टेड था कि वो इंशाल्लाह अच्छा करेगा और उसने अच्छा किया.
मुदस्सिर भाई, आप टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो गए, बट होपफुली विल सी यू कमिंग अप बेटर परफॉर्मेंस इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर्स ESPL.
इंशाल्लाह.
That was Mudassir Nafiz, the captain of RAJBY, and now Khalid Salim, the skipper of Safe Farmer. Khalid भाई, आपका भी शानदार टूर्नामेंट अब तक गुजरा है. जिस अंदाज से आपने वन साइडेड तो नहीं किया, लेकिन मेहनत करके 4 मैचेस जीते हैं, डिजर्व करते हैं आप टॉप 3 में आने के लिए.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी टीम जिस तरह जेल हुई है. शुरू में पहला मैच हमारा थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हुई थी, लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जिस तरह हमारे लड़के जेल होके खेल रहे हैं और जो बैटिंग लाइनअप हमारी सेट हो गई है, इंशाल्लाह उम्मीद तो मुझे यही थी कि हमारी टीम इंशाल्लाह क्वालिफाई ज़रूर करेगी आगे. और बस क्रिकेट है कि अब सेमीफाइनल है, जिसका अच्छा दिन होता है वो होता है. लेकिन बेस्ट ऑफ लक हमारी टीम के लिए भी, और बहुत अच्छा टूर्नामेंट जा रहा है. उम्मीद है सीज़न आज भी कंटिन्यू करेगा.
All the best, Khalid bhai, no matter which team you face for the semi-final, but inshallah you'll come up with even better performance than today. Now coming to the prize distribution ceremony, the first award is for the premier player of the match, and for scoring quick fire runs at the top of the order, it's Muneeb Javed once again, who will be the premier player of the match. He will get a voucher of 5,000 rupees from Debonair Salon. a wicket and 30 odd runs for Munib Javed. And the next award is the big award, the player of the match, and it goes to the fast bowler Bilal Arif for picking up 4 wickets for Saif Arma. He'll get a cash prize of 8,000 rupees from Alpha Labs, 4 wickets and a really good cash to get rid of Munib Javed. That's it from the presentation ceremony. We'll be coming back tomorrow for yet another game where Daily Boys are going to, in fact, where Alpha Labs are going to be taking on Medicam at Al Mansoura.